Hi, this is Matt from Blended. Ever wished work orders could create themselves? You know exactly what needs to be done, but turning that clear plan into a detailed work order takes digging through notes, typing it all out, and far too much of your time. So today we're going to write a work order to rack and return a lot in our cellar with Barry. So let's see what lots we have in the cellar. We're going to focus on that top one, our 777 Pinot Noir. But I don't exactly remember when our last free SO2 check was. So let's see when that happened, and then we can maybe include that in our template. So it looks like it was last December with a result of 21 ppm. Okay, great. Let's actually start the work order. So I'm going to ask Barry to write the work order, and I'm going to ask it to use the template. And what's happening is Barry is looking through our library of templates, and it is going to use that as a starting point and pull that in. You can see we've got a transfer to tank, multiple analysis in there, barrel cleaning, an add of SO2, and then a transfer back to our barrel group. So it's normal to need to modify a work order for a wine. Every wine is unique, and every time the plan can change off of our templates. So let's make some modifications. I'm going to start by adding an extra analysis into step 2. So by telling it the step and the different analysis we'd like to run, it's going to add that extra analysis into step 2. So we can also add instructions. So let's actually add some instructions. Within our work orders, we're using essentially a text-based instruction platform, so you can kind of write in whatever you need so that your team understands how you'd like the job done. In this case, we'll set pin height, and we'll also assign this to Matt. So it's pulling that instructions in, it's adding that into our transfer at the top, and it's assigning it to Matt. So templates also don't have to be kind of one use. You can stack them on top of each other. So if my winery used some standard set of instructions at the beginning of all work orders, I could add a second or third template into this, and it's going to kind of rearrange those steps, pull that additional template in, and ensure that we can kind of use those templates like Lego blocks within the work order so that the team kind of gets what we need to have happen. So our work order looks pretty good at this point. I think I'm ready to go. If I hit save, we can then schedule that off. But there's one other kind of interesting step here. Multilingual teams are becoming more and more common. So if your winery is multilingual, or if the person completing the work order doesn't prefer to work in English, you can just ask for a translation. So let's translate this into Italian. So Barry is going to actually translate not just the step instructions, but everything related to that into Italian so that our team can work in whatever language they prefer. So tools like Barry aren't just about saving time, they're about redefining how teams interact with production software so that they can craft their next great vintage.